All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully. Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better. Detroit! Now Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Fighting through. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win. So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble. And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. On 2nd down, Jackson gets this one left side to Pettis. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it. Got rid of it. No one got it. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll go down at the 28. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long. Yeah, better against man than zone, or? Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Again, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation. And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So kind of a tough break there. No real hook or slice to that one, but he's denied by the upright.
And he basically hits it just straight as an arrow. But yeah, since he's on the hash mark to begin with, straight as an arrow isn't good enough.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Rudolph. Left side complete. Safarian Jenkins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
No, check, Patriots!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Rudolph going to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking long for Westbrook. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Taken in at the 11. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing is Jackson, being chased out left. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch it now, Barney! Gun!
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph rolling to his left. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rudolph on 1st down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Lucky 56.
Now Rudolph on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to the air, Rudolph. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Rudolph throwing again. Trying to lay one up deep. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. With consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to fire one deep. Middle of... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They give him a gain of 37.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10.
Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Jackson now on second and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Rudolph throwing on second down. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now a play fake here on first down. Shark's got it left side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now Rudolph. And this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the 50, it's Rudolph. Looking long for Westbrook. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On first down, it's Rudolph. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Rudolph. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Oh, look at this play call. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
Gone! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
He'll get it up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Watch him now, Barney.
Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams, they have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 69 yards. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph steps away to his left. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy. The 20 in the red zone.
Leopard! Detroit! Gone!
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. letting one go deep for the end zone. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. This is Cohen, and he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll try and run with their fullback. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
No, check, Patriot!
Back to throw, Rudolph. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Lucky 56.
Rudolph. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Leopard! No, check, Patriot!
They go play action here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've. You're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 59 yards. So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Rudolph. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Rudolph. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rudolph going to throw again. The screen pass here to Cohen. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Again, it's Rudolph. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. He's going to go up top again. This is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Detroit!
Rudolph looking to throw it. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. Going to throw again. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And Jackson throwing once more. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Rudolph. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They will throw it here with Rudolph. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Jaguars on third down. They've been really good converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Rudolph. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Drops it off for Coleman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Detroit!
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Telvin Smith. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you